It was an eventful Caturday last weekend as lightning created delays that pushed back the UK football game start time several times. A lot of frustration over that.
Yeah, and the situation caused even more issues with traffic once all those fans started leaving Kroger Field. WKYT's Alyssa Williams talked to those affected, and she's joining us now live. Alyssa, what have you been hearing from fans?
With delays already keeping fans here longer than expected last Saturday, a lot of those fans were eager to get back home, only to be met with more waiting as they tried to leave the area. For several UK fans like Matthew Elam, last Saturday's lightning delays were like nothing he's experienced before.
It is what it is. Just no communication. It was really hard to tell what was going on in the stadium without cell phone service, without being able to do anything else.
And for tailgater Richard Grievous, some tough calls were made.
Just the rain delays and the lightning delays kept happening, and we kind of set out the trailer. We had tickets to go in, but seeing the delays continually happen, we just kind of decided to wait it out outside and watch the game.
But Grievous and fellow tailgater Chandler Hayhurst say the long night didn't end there.
Just trying to leave last weekend in particular was a nightmare. So it took us about 30 minutes to an hour longer to leave, and we're not even going that far from here.
Normally it's real quick, in and out. You know, game ends within 45 minutes, our tailgate's packed up and we're out of here. But it was probably a good 2 hours before we were done packing up just because foot traffic.
Regardless of last weekend's issues, these fans are excited to see what this upcoming game day will bring.
We're playing South Carolina tomorrow, so we're deep frying Cornish hens tomorrow, and we've got about 16 pounds of wings that we're going to be frying up. So really looking forward to cooking tomorrow and just a good tailgate day and good weather.
But overall, it's going to be a lot easier. A lot more people are going to be able to enjoy the day, and just overall looking forward to it.
Officials with UK Athletics have an explanation for the longer than usual traffic times. They say they began sending police to their post-game traffic posts, but some police had to stay in the stadium because the game was in a delay. And when a large number of fans left while the game was still being delayed, some traffic delays were created until the traffic post could be fully staffed once again. In Lexington, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
All right, Alyssa, thank you very much. Tomorrow's game against South Carolina will kick off at 3:30 at Kroger Field. And